Hey, how's it going guys? This is the Mass Ambassador Ronnie Kenner, and in today's video I will show you guys my top 5 movements that I have used over the years to build that desired V-shaped back. Let's start with the deadlift, and whether you do the conventional or the sumo one, I think deadlift is without a doubt a movement that is almost a must-have in your training program. It's a heavy compound movement that builds a solid foundation for your back, and when executed properly it hits the back all around very nicely. And then quick form tips guys. First of all, because I have long legs and a little bit shorter torso, the sumo deadlift feels a lot better for me. In the deadlift, keep the bar attached to your shins and take about a shoulder width grip. In the conventional, take about a hip width stance, and in the sumo, wider than the hip width. Lower yourself down, keeping the weight on the heels, and make sure your knees won't cross over your toes so you won't do the lift with the quads. Keep your back straight, bring your shoulders down and back, and keep a tight core. And to perform the lift, flex your hamstrings and glutes, push through the heels, and make sure your hips start to move the same time as the bar leaves the floor. When the bar is about your knee height, extend your back by pushing your hip forwards and straightening your torso, but don't overextend. And then to movement number 2 guys, the lat pull down lying on the bench. Now this is absolutely my favorite lat pull down movement, and it's a variation that you don't really see used that often, but I strongly recommend you guys to give it a shot. In this movement, I like to use the shovel handle, lie down on the bench, bring your chest up, shoulders down and back so you can properly flex your lats. When training back guys, it's all about the posture. I cannot say that enough. In order to properly flex your lats, you need to keep that chest up and bring those shoulders down and back. Keep your chin up, aim the handle towards your upper chest and squeeze the lats. It's definitely guys my favorite lat pull down movement at the moment to build that wide back, and it also hits the area between your scapulas extremely well. And then the movement number 3, cable close grip lat pull down. Another great lat pull down variation where both the arms are working with their own handles. You could also execute this movement one arm at a time, especially if you feel like one side is stronger than the other. And this movement hits the lats slightly better, closer to the spine. Then movement number 4, single arm seated cable row. Now here's a simple, great single arm row movement that I like to do. And in general, I like to use single arm movements quite a lot. It helps you to focus just on one side and ensure both of the sides get the equal amount of work. So sit on the bench, and if you're working your left side, keep the left leg supported, and again chest up, shoulders down and back. And you don't necessarily have to lean too much to the working side, just make sure that the lat you're working is properly flexed. Leave the arms slightly bent at the bottom so you can keep the tension in the lat. Keep your forearm in line with the cable and aim the handle towards your hip and flex your lat as hard as possible. Simple but very effective. And then the movement number 5, supported TBar Row. Now I used to hate the supported TBar Row and I didn't yet know how to properly train back, and my arms did all the work, but now this movement is one of the most effective ones that I know. Again, the proper posture guys, keep your chest up, shoulders down and back, and before you start the first rep, make sure both of your lats are properly flexed. Keep your forearms in line with the handles and try to keep your traps relaxed by pushing your shoulders down and up. Leave the arms again slightly bent at the bottom, and at the top flex your back as much as possible. Keep a good control, don't use momentum, and make sure you do most of the pulling with the back and not with the arms. Those were my top 5 movements that I have used over the years to build that desired V-shaped back. Hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe Mass TV so you won't miss out any future content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.